Smoking vape is harmless. Or is it? Well, unlike conventional cigarettes, nothing is burning, there is no tar, and cherry on top is that it is a cool piece of technology. So it has to be safe, right? But before we dive deep into this, let me show you my new invention, the time machine. Let's hop in. No, is it actually? Even the doctors.
Hi. Have a camel with your coffee. Thanks. You know, this night work's kind of rough, isn't it? That's right. But a camel's always a pleasure.
Yes, folks, the pleasing mildness of a camel is just
1953 Medical Journal of Science, published by American Cancer Society, shows direct positive correlation between lung cancer and smoking. The medical research lab has stopped receiving funds from cigarette companies. Nowadays, we all know that smoking is injurious to health. Even the cigarette companies tell you this on their products. But a few years ago, as we have seen now, the opposite was true, and smoking was beneficial to our health. Until in 1953 and 64, when things started getting serious, imagine the situation of these poor people who fall prey to the evil marketing of cigarette companies. Sadness, addiction, and regret is what they are left with. Well, sorry to say, dear fella, this could be us. For starters, smoking vape is not safe. Although the research on this technology is very minimal, it is very well developed and well established from the research that we have, that for the least it is not safe. You are a fitness enthusiast, or a football player, or basketball, or tennis, or you do any kind of cardiovascular/respiratory demanding activity. Smoking anything is only going to make you worse in the long term at everything. In the short term though, you might feel increase in focus, better decision making, and better memory and more pleasure in general. And you might feel like that you are getting better at the sports you're doing. But if we can measure it, consider this: no competitive athlete ever smokes anything, except for this 4 times kickboxing world champion. But notice, he's not competing anymore. He's a retired professional and he can do what he wants to. We all know the process of burning solids, which is combustion, which happens in cigarettes. We might also know the process of heating liquids to release gases, which is boiling. In a device, the liquid, the flavor, the salt, is heated using electricity and which turns into gas which is inhaled by us, which sounds safe, right? It's not. An analysis found 0.001% of difference in nicotine delivery in the people who ever smoked and never vaped and never smoked. Well, when there is such a difference of 0.001%, we don't call it a difference. We call it insignificant. So there is no cherry on top.